The Indian telecom industry has been going through a lot of churn. The Supreme Court has kept these companies on hold, tenterhooks. There has been the question of AGR, the adjusted gross revenue that has to, from which a percentage has to be shared with the government of India. The case has been going on for a long time, and companies have not paid amount calculated by the government through TRI to these companies, going on a case after case basis. Finally, the Supreme Court managed to hear this case and passed an order earlier this year. The order was devastating for Bharati Airtel and Vodafone Idea. They had to pay huge sums of money to settle the government. It went into several thousands of crores, and they petitioned the government for a staggered payment. Finally, the court agreed to give a via media solution. This order, at that initially, was thought to favor Bharati Airtel. Vodafone Idea seemed to be in serious trouble till recent developments seem to bail it out. Let's understand what happened at Vodafone Idea and let's take a look at it. Welcome back to Be Rich. The biggest casualty of Mukesh Ambani launching Jio was Vodafone Idea. Vodafone Idea over the years has not made sufficient investments in upgraded to 4G technology across all cycles, across all circles. As revenue was falling down, it was just managing to stay afloat, giving competition to Airtel. And since BSNL was a third player with no 4G license, the only alternate to Airtel was Vodafone Idea. With the entry of Jio, an already sick idea started to suffer even more. What happened is a lot of customers abandoned Vodafone Idea, migrated to either Airtel or Jio. Vodafone Idea started losing customer hands over fists. Vodafone, already stung by heavy losses in India, said they would not invest any more money. The other partner, Kumar Mangalam Birla, also refused to invest any more money. Already, the ongoing battle between Vodafone PLC London and the Indian government on tax issues was continuing to plague this relationship. In recent times, an arbitration court overruled the Indian Supreme Court judgment, which ordered them to pay a huge sum of money because they didn't hold back taxes when they bought this company from Hutchison. The arbitration tribunal in Holland supported in favor of Vodafone and said Vodafone does not have to pay taxes. Government of India has yet to decide whether it will appeal or not appeal. But all these problems meant that Vodafone Idea in India was starved of cash and was continuously bleeding, and they were finding it very difficult to make payments. They had borrowed hugely using NCDs and from banks, and at times were very close to defaulting. So it looked all and down and out for the Vodafone Idea. BSNL folded up in the sense that they could not ramp up to provide services, and the closure of other companies like Arcom and Aircel meant that Vodafone was the third player. Recently, what happened was Facebook and Google were allowed to invest in Geo. Many years ago, when Facebook announced the same kind of deal with Airtel, the government of India blocked it, saying that the independence of the user was compromised and user had the right to choose. The then government thought it would be a security threat. But Geo managed to win over all those concerns and raked in huge investments, roughly 1.7 lakh crores, on the back of saying that India was a big market and there would be a lot of data consumption. Even Google, anybody who came to India was looked like had to come through the Geo route. Vodafone Idea has started informal talks with Google and Amazon on making investments. But it all fell through. Nothing moved up because Google and others felt that Vodafone Idea might not have enough capital to survive. Vodafone Idea renamed its service as VI and said they would borrow and issue equity and debt worth $3.44 billion and come out of this mess and be in a position to improve their service network and pay off their AGR debts. Nothing much was heard after that for a long time. Till today, in Business Standard, news has come that Howard Marks, the vulture investor, along with other private equity players, including Varda PLC, have decided to invest between 2 to 2.5 billion dollars in Vodafone Idea, provided all terms are met. If this deal goes through and Vodafone as a mixture of debt and equity gets $2.5 billion, it's a big lifeline because this is nearly 20,000 crores of the 25,000 crores they are hoping to target. If they are able to raise another 5,000 crores and invest this money and able to keep the government of India at bay by paying and start to generate revenue, things will get better for Vodafone and they will survive. And once their survival becomes a known story, and the strength of Vodafone was in marketing and distribution, once they get their act together, they will remain a strong third player. The other technology companies which invested in Reliance Jio will also take a look at Vodafone Idea. Once it is known, this company is going to survive. If this deal goes through, it definitely looks like in India, telecom will be a three-race horse with Vodafone, Jio, and Airtel. Like Jio is now going to become a backbone for Reliance to do lots of other businesses, including their retail delivery. And Tata is going to leverage on their Tata Communications background to start an app to sell a lot of their products on a Tata Super app. I'm sure the Kumar Mangalam Birla Group will also try to reinvent itself once Vodafone stabilizes to use Vodafone data to sell a lot of their products. Kumar Mangalam Birla is present in all sorts of consumer business, especially in fashion and retail. I'm sure he will also and financial service. He also dabbles in financial services. I'm sure financial services, insurance, and the fashion retail business of Aditya Birla will leverage their hold on Vodafone when this thing settle down. This is the first step in a long journey. If this deal goes through, Vodafone Idea has definitely got a lifeline. Thank you for watching Be Rich. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification. If you use Kindle, you can buy the book using the Kindle link given below. If you want a hard copy, send a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would get in touch with you. At the very end, if you want to get in touch with me, please send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. I am grateful for your support of Be Rich.